evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to episode 4 of the All-Star Wrestling Showcase. This week is a huge episode with plenty of content, so stay tuned. On tonight's episode, we will hear from Osama Hussein, who has requested some time to speak about his motivations in 2020. We'll learn a little bit about just who Jace Chalmers is, and in the main event, we'll see Keegan Brettle team with former WWE United States Champion Orlando Jordan to take on Grant Linstrom and Genghis Kong in a huge tag team main event. Stick around after the match to see Orlando Jordan give a pep talk and drop a little hint about a future opponent for Keegan. But for right now, let's fill everybody in as to who Jace Chalmers is and why we're so excited for him to come back. Our story begins on April 27th of last year as Jace Chalmers, the youngest and most inexperienced member of Kingston Eclipse's family faction, was given an opportunity at a night to remember to take on the Birdman Phil Picasso. Led by Mr. Waterhouse and mentored by All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Kingston Eclipse, we saw Chalmers earn a submission victory and continue his then 3-match undefeated streak. However, it wasn't enough. Chalmers, who had presumably been encouraged to bring a chain to All-Star venues, used the chain to choke the life out of the legend in an absolutely disgusting display, much to the dismay of the audience. Stay tuned throughout the episode for more Jace Chalmers moments as we show you why this competitor is so highly sought after by promotions all around Australia.
My name is Osama Hussein. I am from Beirut, Lebanon, but I've been in the Aussie wrestling industry now since 2005. I'm here at All-Star Wrestling to make a name for myself, and whoever is the champion when the time comes, because I'm picking my moment precisely, I will dominate. I will take that title and hold it, and I guarantee you nobody will take it away from me. Again, I've come back to wrestling to dominate. I've been away for a couple of years trying to get my mind back to where it's supposed to be. But I'm back, and I'm here to dominate. I am the freedom fighter, Osama Hussein. Remember that.
March 21st is the big one as All-Star Wrestling Australia returns to the Illawarra Leagues Club for a huge 2-hour night of professional wrestling action. Come along and see Kingston Eclipse put the All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on the line against one of Australia's finest wrestlers in Ryo and Fujiwara. Also appearing on the night, we'll see Keegan Brettle, Jasmine Vittora, El Jaguar, the Birdman Phil Picasso, Jumination, the All-Star Wrestling Tag Team Champions the Vagrant Boys, Osama Hussein, plus plenty more. Tickets start at just $15 and are available on our website at www.allstarwrestlingaustralia.com.au or at the door on the night.
Big Kigsy B. Are you ready, Keegan? Are you truly ready for what's in store for you this Saturday night at All-Star Wrestling? See, Keegan, everybody's still talking about it. Everybody's talking about what I did to you the last time that we were in the ring together. Everybody's talking about me attacking you from behind and spearing you straight through that table. But you know what, Keegan? I don't regret a damn thing about it. And I would go back and I would do it again if I had the opportunity. You see, Keegan, I had to make an impact at All-Star Wrestling, and I did just that. Now, I know you're angry. I know you're upset. I know that you would give anything to get your hands on me. And that's why you went to All-Star Wrestling Management and you asked them to book that match on the first show in 2020. Keegan versus Linstrom, one-on-one. You wanted to get me in that ring so you could exact some revenge for that attack. But the thing is, when All-Star Wrestling came to me and they asked me to book that match, I said no. And the reason I said no isn't because I'm scared of you, Keegan. It's not because I don't want to face you. The reason is pretty simple. The reason I said no is simply because you are not in control of this game, Keegan. I am. So, All-Star Wrestling came to me with a variable. They came to me with a solution. And that solution was, what about a tag team match? What about Keegan chooses his partner, you choose yours, and we do a tag team main event? And you know what, Keegan? I was like, I'm in for that. And you know what? I'll admit, you surprised me. I didn't expect you to pick Orlando Jordan as your tag team partner. But the thing about that is, as much as Orlando Jordan is a great choice, you can have a former WWE United States champion in your corner, but I have a monster in mine.
Jace Chalmers and a Thanks, guys. It's so hot in here. Oh! Shut the hell up. Come on. I told you I was going to take matters into my own hands. There's your bright shining hero now. Hey, All-Star? It's my belt now.
Big words from Linstrom there. That was a few days before the big match that you will see later on tonight. Keegan, Brettle and former WWE United States Champion Orlando Jordan taking on Graham Linstrom and Genghis Kong. The match we're about to show you is from November 23rd at the Illawarra Leagues Club at the Southern Coast Survival. Very hotly anticipated matchup, Jace Chalmers and Nikki Petite there. This is the most violent match All-Star Wrestling has ever hosted. And what an intense matchup it was. This is a part of our showcase this week of Jace Chalmers, who is allegedly returning.
Nikki Meltdown is not going by that name anymore. She is now Nikki Petite. That was my mistake. Are you ready to see Jace Chalmers' opponent?
And Chalmers looks set for war. No wrestling gear tonight. This is the last time we saw Chalmers. He has since disappeared after the result of this match. Let's wait for Keegan Brettle now. Keegan absolutely seeking revenge in this match after Chalmers used the chain. There he is. As I was saying, Jace Chalmers used the chain on Jasmine back in October, and instead of showing remorse, he simply shrugged his shoulders Didn't care that he hit a woman. Didn't care that he hit her with a chain either. Despite his questionable morality, he's a great competitor, and so is Keegan Brettle. Keegan sinking a beer. You can see around his neck the dog collar. This is a dog collar deathmatch. Both competitors chained to one another. It will stop either man from trying to escape this match. We will have a result here tonight in this matchup. And a little bit of streamer treatment there for Keegan Brettle. A Wollongong and Illawarra Leagues Club tradition here at All Star Wrestling Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the way this match works is both competitors will put a dog collar around their match and be separated by the chain in the ring. The first wrestler to secure a pinfall or submission inside the ring is the victor.
Come on, KT!
Both men look prepared for war. No wrestling gear, just t-shirts, taped fists, jeans and regular shoes. Look more like they're set for a bar fight than a wrestling match. But this is sanctioned by All Star Wrestling Australia. Jasmine and Nikki were arguing.
Are we ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, for this match, all outside interference is banned.
There you go, the family cannot interfere on behalf of Chalmers, and Jasmine cannot interfere on behalf of Keegan. There's the opening bell. This match has been by far the most requested archived match. We're bringing it here to you live on episode 4 of the showcase as Keegan takes Chalmers down and puts the boots to him. Not a bad way to start a fight. Throws Chalmers to the outside. Smart move there, jumps off the apron and kicks Chalmers into a bin and then throws him into a table. Now using that chain around the throat, anything goes in this match. And Chalmers gets a can to the face there. Keegan is at 100% of this match right now. Keegan, traditionally not a deathmatch wrestler, but has trained with CZW in the United States, which of course is a deathmatch promotion. Chalmers very intelligently there, throws him into the post. Keegan also wrestled for IWA Mid-South, which is another deathmatch promotion in the US, so he's seen these types of matches. Chalmers again using that post to his advantage. Just a punch to the face there. Smart move there by Chalmers. Ooh. Trash can lid to the back. That must hurt. And I think that is, yes, that's a Singapore cane. 2 shots right to Keegan. And Chalmers uses that chain. Those Singapore canes were used in Singapore back in the day, dished out as punishment. Chalmers using him to his advantage here.
Come on, PC. Come on.
Chalmers playing with Keegan here. Probably not a smart idea. Knocks him back down. And that's simple yet effective. Wraps the chain and uses it against the head of Keegan there. And now choking him with it, just like he did to the Birdman that we showed earlier in the episode. And Keegan fading fast. Chalmers giving up on it. That's a little bit of his inexperience there on display. That very well could have knocked Keegan out. But instead, Keegan now has the advantage. Nice right hand there by Keegan. Followed up by another one. Chalmers still in this one. Big hit and it knocked Keegan down. Ooh, big chop there. And another one. Keegan telling him to hit him. He must have an adrenaline rush here. Gives 4 back to Chalmers there. Keegan into the corner. Looks like Chalmers going back to that effective method, trying to choke the life out of Keegan with the chain. And a knee to the ribs there. Chalmers with a chair from underneath the ring. There's only one way this is going to go. Oh, big kick to the stomach there. It's going to be used against Chalmers, I think. Oh. You can see the pain with Chalmers there as he rides around in the ring and then rolls to the floor. What's Keegan calling for here? He's calling for a beer. And the crowd love to see Keegan drinking it up here. Chalmers fighting back. And again uses that chain. Ooh, Keegan there uses the Singapore cane. This match has been a long time coming. Chalmers has made all sorts of comments about Keegan's fiancée Jasmine. They had a match in July. Nice clothesline there. Had a match in July, which resulted in a double countout, a brawl to the back that had to be broken up by other wrestlers and all-star officials. These two ended their 6-month feud in this match. The crowd liked the idea of Keegan using that mini ladder. Ooh, right to the stomach or ribs there of Chalmers. And that one really did hurt him. You can see it on his face there.
Not very big, but I'll try for you guys.
Double axe handle off that mini ladder there. The crowd offer a polite clap for that. And only a 2 count there. Haven't seen many pin attempts in this one. Keegan seemingly wanting to punish Chalmers and vice versa. I think there's a little bit of blood coming from the face of Keegan there.
Poster boy.
Keegan has the official All-Star Wrestling poster there. And Chalmers kicks him in the stomach there, playing possum a little bit. Uses the chair to the ribs. Smart move there. And another shot to the upper back. Chalmers using the chain to his advantage. He's an expert with it. Dragging Keegan into the ring. Now Keegan pulls Chalmers to the floor. And a big kick there. Keegan looking under the ring for some more weaponry. Surely there can't be that much left under the ring. Look at the assorted objects in the ring. I see a kendo stick, a stop sign, a crutch, a mini ladder, and Keegan has found a table. And another kick to the stomach there on Chalmers. And Chalmers follows up with his own. This match is brutal. Shows the stamina and pain tolerance of these two. That they've managed to fight with all these weapons and at this level for so long. Keegan looks to be struggling more than Chalmers at this point. He kicks him in the stomach. He's got that poster and a staple gun. Oh! Right on the left pectoral muscle. And Chalmers has got to return the favor. Oh my god. Ugh. Jace Chalmers just stapled a poster to Keegan's head. And now Keegan picks him up and scoop slam onto two chairs. This match is definitely living up to the hype. These two men hate one another. And Keegan having another beer. As Chalmers writhes around in pain on the mat. And Keegan setting up a table in the corner there. Referee trying to maintain some order. Keegan simply says, "Leave me alone," looking for a suplex through the table. Chalmers manages to reverse it into a suplex of his own. Both men exhausted. The pain starting to take its toll on both men. Referee asking both men if they want to quit. Yeah, he's asking the question of Chalmers now. I think the obvious answer from both men is no. None of these men are here to give up tonight. Chop by Keegan. Followed up by one by Chalmers. Forearm there by Keegan. Forearm by Chalmers. They're going blow for blow here. And Keegan simply kicks him low. You can't blame the man. There are no rules in this match. It's not the polite thing to do, but it sure is effective. Keegan now with a stop sign. Keegan suggesting a moonsault.
Who cares, bro? Who cares?
And Keegan cops a stop sign to the back there. And we're seeing a wrestling hold in this matchup. But Chalmers making it a little unique using that chain. How is Keegan lasting throughout this one? Most normal men would have definitely submitted at this point. Reverses it into a pin, only a 2 count.
Oh my god.
Both men with chairs in their hands. Oh! And Keegan's just been disarmed there and his chair broke to pieces. And he just got smashed in the head with a chair. This is surely it. Oh, Keegan kicks out at 2. And Chalmers is frustrated at this point. How did Keegan kick out of that? That's a chair shot to the head so late in this match after taking so much punishment. He must be running off nothing but adrenaline right here. I have no idea what that is. Is that a pair of pliers? What's Chalmers doing here? He's at the turnbuckle pad. He's removing the cable ties. But Keegan is on his feet. You can see him talking to the referee.
I'm gonna get you, Keegan. This is the last thing I'm ever...
Keegan wrapping the chain. The turnbuckle is exposed now, but Keegan has got Chalmers. Big right hand. Oh, a little bit of innovative offense there by Keegan as Jace Chalmers goes down. That's great thinking by Keegan, especially late in this match with all the punishment he's taken. The crowd chanting for the table. What is Keegan looking for here? He's just got a passed out Chalmers in the corner. Keegan's got the trash can, the garbage bin. Chalmers has no idea what's going on. Keegan could probably pin him at this point. But Keegan climbing to the second. Now the top rope. Oh, he's taking his time due to all the punishment in this match, but he's at the top now. Oh! He just smashed that bit into the face of Chalmers. That's it. Is the undefeated streak over? 1, 2, 3. Just like that, Chalmers' undefeated streak is done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, KCB, Keegan Brettle.
11 months undefeated. No shame in losing to that. He had a great effort here tonight in Wollongong. expansion of All-Star Wrestling Australia continues as we head to the Penrith Regional Sports Centre for 3 huge professional wrestling matches in conjunction with CollectorCon. In special news, we're pleased to announce that the event will be headlined by All-Star Wrestling Champion Kingston Eclipse's open challenge to any current or former champion in Australia. Will an active All-Star Wrestling competitor accept the challenge, or will we see someone from another promotion come in for an opportunity at the prestigious championship? Also on the card, we will see Domination, Grant Linstrom, Genghis Kong, Keegan Brettle, Nikki Petite, plus plenty more. Matches will be hosted at 11 a.m, 12 p.m, and 1 o'clock p.m. Wrestling matches are free with admission to the Penrith CollectorCon event. Head on over to our website at www.allstarwrestlingaustralia.com.au for more information on our Penrith debut.
やっぱりこうね、テクニック的な部分とか、試合運び、タイトルマッチの経験しているチーム体感です。トリプル DDT、しかし起き上がった。また膝であります。低空ドロップキック、そして田中がまた押さえ込んだ。田中レッグバラー、得意の裏膝銃、奪い合いであります。動きを見せております。おっと、ドロップが交錯する。おっと、すくっと起き上がっていったチャレンジャーであります。見る人、おっと、ストップ。徐々にさあ、ここで立て直してきた。
Well, there we go. Minoru Tanaka returns to All-Star Wrestling April 18th live at the Penshurst RSL Club for a night to remember 2020. It's now time for this week's main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, on his way to this time, please welcome
Genghis Kong, the monster tag team partner of Grant Linstrom. Look at the size of this man, a veteran of Australian wrestling, been competing for around 20 years. Linstrom has formed an alliance with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner.
Kong does not seem to be liking any of the fans in attendance. And here's Linstrom.
On his way to this line is the tag team partner, Genghis Kong. Please welcome the King of Pro Wrestling, Elite Champion. This is
At the time of recording, Linstrom was the Kingdom Pro Wrestling Elite Champion. He's since lost that championship to the Buccaneer.
Where's Keegan? Where is he?
Asking where Keegan is. As we've shown on prior episodes of the showcase, Linstrom speared Keegan through a table back in November. Both men were told to pick a tag team partner. Linstrom picked Genghis Kong, Initially, Keegan did want a singles match. Linstrom refused that.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents.
In the Seven Nation Army, we know whose theme song that is. There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, on his way to the ring at this time, accompanied by his fiancée, Jasmine Brettle, please welcome Big KCB, Keegan Brettle.
Australia's favourite wrestling couple here in the house tonight. Keegan and Jasmine toured all over North America, graduated the Linstrom Wrestling Academy, and both debuted in All-Star Wrestling January 2019. Keegan has built his way up and now finds himself in one of the biggest matches of his career on the debut Sydney event here for All-Star Wrestling, where he tags with the former WWE United States Champion Orlando Jordan. Right now, Keegan just taking his time, soaking it all in, playing head games with Linstrom and Kong. This is a big deal for Jasmine as well. Gets to manage not only Keegan, but also Orlando Jordan. And look at Keegan there, sculling some fans' drinks at ringside. Keegan sharing a beer with a fan in the audience. He just sculls the beer.
And ladies and gentlemen, Keegan Brettle's tag team partner. On his way to the ring at this time, he is a former WWE United States Champion. Please welcome Orlando Jordan.
Orlando Jordan debuted with All-Star Wrestling Australia at the very first Night to Remember back in 2019. He follows the social media and keeps in touch with the All-Star officials. And when he found out that Keegan Brettle needed a tag team partner, he put his hand up, Keegan made the official offer, and it was accepted by the former WWE and TNA wrestling star, Orlando Jordan. Orlando and Keegan met at that show in April, Orlando was impressed by Keegan, who at the time just wrestled in a tag team match. Orlando saw something in him. He's been following his progress along with the other wrestlers in All-Star Wrestling Australia.
Simply the great.
Kong and Linstrom don't seem to be afraid of this duo though. Linstrom knows that if he gets a win over Orlando, Jordan or Keegan here tonight, that does a lot for his career. Same with Kong.
It's alright, man. I got my partner right here. I got my partner. You think I'm big and nasty?
That shows the size of Orlando there. He has a slight height advantage over the monster Genghis Kong. But Kong with the weight advantage.
I want green.
Both teams trying to decide who should start this one. Kong seems adamant that he starts. Big Orlando chant here in the Penshurst RSL Club. Looks like it's going to be Orlando and Linstrom starting off here.
Already? One ball to a finish. Ring the bell!
Linstrom would be well prepared for this matchup. Would have studied tapes of Orlando. And he'd have a great game plan for himself and Kong getting into this one. Same with Orlando, he'd have watched Linstrom, he would have done his homework on this one. And I think most people would suggest that maybe Linstrom is afraid, but he's just playing games with Orlando at this point, trying to get into the head of Orlando and Keegan. He seems to be letting the crowd get into his head at this point.
Is that what you think? I don't care what you think.
Lock up in the center of the ring. And Linstrom with a side headlock on the former US champ. Shoulder block there by Orlando. Lindstrom's had enough, tags in the monster Genghis Kong. Kong, a former champion everywhere he's been, significant size advantage, and will do anything to win. Strong lockup in the middle of the ring as Kong drives Orlando into the corner. And Kong breaks clean but scares the referee off. Can't blame the referee there for running away. I think I would as well. And again, Orlando overpowered and driven into that corner. Uses his agility there to get the better of Kong. Orlando and Kong been wrestling for around the same amount of time. Obviously much different careers. Armbreaker there by Keegan. And another one for good measure. Now Keegan has full control of Kong and seems to have trapped Kong's head under his calf muscle. Kong getting free there. Big right hand there, and Keegan stumbles almost into the corner. And big punches there by Kong. Keegan tossed into the corner. If Kong had landed that splash, that could have done some damage to Keegan. Keegan back to that arm. I'm not sure a competitor such as Genghis Kong would actually submit. He's the kind of wrestler that you need to knock unconscious to get a victory over. And what an effort that would be. And that was a rake to the eyes there. And Linstrom in. I didn't see a tag. It's both men now. Where's the ref? The referee needs to get in there. Here's Orlando. We've got both men splitting up. We'll stick with the camera. Keegan launches Linstrom over the top rope. And Orlando's got rid of Kong as well. Good teamwork so far by Keegan and Orlando. Mutual respect for one another, but they are. Linstrom and Kong trying to get Jasmine. Disgusting act by those two. Jasmine doesn't deserve that kind of treatment. Kong thrown back into the ring and Keegan rolls back in. Kong reversing the Irish whip. And Linstrom again getting involved. Running crossbody by Kong. Referee should be giving Linstrom a warning. Big right hand there. Linstrom actually a tag team specialist. Only just recently becoming a single star. He's held multiple tag team titles. And obviously has that nasty streak as we see him choke Keegan in the corner there. Nice right hands there by Linstrom. Simple yet effective as he tags in Kong. And Kong working over the back of Keegan. And a big clothesline. Orlando begging for that tag, but Keegan doesn't even know where he is after a clothesline like that. And those punches aren't going to help either. Picture perfect leg drop there by Kong. And Linstrom tag back in. Barely a 2 count there. It's going to take a lot more than that to beat Keegan. And he almost managed to get the tag to Orlando. Nice elbow drop there by Linstrom. And Keegan tossed into that ring post, I think. These two really are working down Keegan. Another headbutt. This shows Lindstrom's expertise. He's throwing them down and then hitting a maneuver or two and then tagging Kong back in. Both men well rested as Keegan takes a large amount of damage. Tag Team Wrestling 101 on display here tonight at the Pennshurst RSL Club. Orlando trying to hand Keegan a beer. Big Kigsy B loves a beer, but will it get him that tag? He's almost there. Kong saw something going on, went for a slam. Keegan rolls through, and there's the tag to Orlando. Big clothesline there on Kong. Big back elbow. Linstrom in now. Beautiful drop kick there by Orlando. And a spine buster on Kong. Big knee drop right there to the throat of Genghis Kong. And now those trademark punches. Orlando, a former boxer. Keegan just trying to make it fair now. The referee trying to stop him. Referee needs to turn around. Orlando popping a beat down by Linstrom and Kong. Linstrom calling for the ref, but Orlando kicks out at not even one. And those blows by Linstrom, you can see what they're doing to Orlando. Big, heavy punches. Big Orlando chant as Linstrom just trying to wear the former WWE US champ down. But Orlando fighting out of it now. And now Linstrom and Kong going back to their plan, quickly tagging in and out, working down Orlando. And how's that? The crowd chanting Keegan's name in rhythm with that Seven Nation Army song that he comes to the ring in.
Watch this guy! Watch him! Watch him, you idiot! Watch him!
And now again, 2-on-1. Keegan gets free this time and pushes Linstrom away, but now he's distracted the referee. Double elbow and Linstrom looking for a pin. That time Linstrom got much closer to a pinfall victory over the former United States champion. Just a fist drop to the face there. Nice blows there by Linstrom. And now using the ropes. It might not be fair, but it's very effective. And now Kong getting his own in. And a big right hand for good measure. Keegan just motivated to get involved. And Orlando barely got the shoulder up there. He's been worn down throughout this match. Might question the tactics of Linstrom and Kong, but they were working. But now Orlando seems to be getting his second wind. Well, he did for a very brief second. Linstrom with another pin. And again, Orlando barely gets that shoulder up. And Linstrom tags in the fresh Kong. Big blow there on Orlando. Referee asking Orlando if he wants to quit. I don't think he'd give up on Keegan like that. If Orlando's going down, it'll be via knockout. Nice maneuver there. And Linstrom now has Orlando by the leg. And again, that teamwork. Kong follows it up by a clothesline. Linstrom looking for that spear. He put Keegan out with it. Oh! He hit Kong. Not sure if he hit him with the spear, but it was something. And Linstrom gonna get Orlando. But Orlando with the leg kicked him. Another kick. Orlando so close to that tag. Knocks Linstrom away. There's the tag to Keegan. Big Keegsy B. Ready to do a number on Linstrom. Revenge will be sweet for Keegan here. Right hands. A number of kicks there to Linstrom. Attempted the Irish whip into the corner, but it got reversed for Keegan. Too much momentum going his way. He got a clothesline on Linstrom there. And Keegan just tried to toss Linstrom, but Kong got him from behind. Orlando back in to make the save. Right hands there to Kong. And falls to the floor. Orlando's going to follow him out there. Linstrom has got Keegan down inside the ring. I think I just saw a beer in Keegan's hand. There is, it's there. Jasmine trying to give him a beer. Oh, he smashed Linstrom in the head with that can of beer. There's Keegan's finishing move. This could be it. That's it. Keegan wins the tag team match for his team. Keegan and Orlando are the victors here at the Penshurst RSL Club. And again, the crowd singing Keegan's song. Just shows how popular he is with these all-star wrestling fans. Now the job is done. It's beer time here at the Penshurst RSL Club. There we are, wrestling fans. Orlando and Keegan Brettle, one of the best tag teams around, and one of the best we've ever seen in All-Star Wrestling Australia.
Keegan, I appreciate you calling me up and asking me to come and join you tonight. And I gotta tell you, since I've been living here in Australia, and I'll be an Australian citizen by the end of February, I believe. So, let me tell you, since I've been here in Australia, since I've been wrestling, thank you. Since I've been wrestling here in Australia, I don't think I've been in the ring with a better tag team partner than you. I'm gonna tell you this, I think you got a bright future. But I want to challenge you to continue to step up to the occasion. That's the only way you're going to be a true champion. I believe you can lead this company. I believe you can be the #1 wrestler in Australia. And just to make sure that he challenges himself, make sure you challenge yourself. I got a special match with a friend of mine that I want you to do, okay? Yeah. This is only gonna, trust me, it's because I believe in you, it's only gonna make you that much better, and I believe you can do it. Because I've watched it, I've been in the ring with you, and I've seen what you can do. Okay? Now, I don't drink normally, unless it's a Saturday, so I won't drink tonight, you know. I appreciate it. It's beer o'clock? Or then give me a damn beer.
Much praise there by Orlando as he sinks a beer with Big Keegsy B, Keegan Brettle, to end this week's edition of the All-Star Wrestling Showcase. Next week's episode is our season finale as we announce just who Orlando Jordan has planned to test Keegan Brettle. And believe us, you won't want to miss it. Plus, the much-awaited main event as the All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as Kingston Eclipse defends against El Jaguar and the Misfit in what was a thrilling championship match. All this and much, much more next week on Episode 5 of the All-Star Wrestling Showcase.